so get this, picture this, right? Like remote villages doing routine checkups, but they're using AI. Like AI is doing the diagnosis. Or what about this? Like algorithms that are handling your stocks, super fast, super precise. That's kind of the future that that the UK is aiming for with this new thing they're calling the National AI Strategy. And we dug into this article. It's called UK Unleashes AI Revolution, Turbocharging a New Era of Global Tech Dominance. And it's pretty wild.
It is. What's really interesting to me is how the UK is going about it. They're not just trying to be like the best at AI. They're trying to build this whole ecosystem around it. They're using they have this three-pronged approach where they're bolstering research and they're creating infrastructure and making sure that they have a skilled workforce to back it all up.
Okay, so let's break this down a little bit. They're calling it the National AI Strategy. First up, we've got research, right?
Right, and they're not messing around. They're putting some serious cash behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, they're building this incredible facility. It's called the Oxford Quantum Computing Center.
Hold on, the Quantum Computing Center. What is that? Is that even real?
Oh yeah, it is, and it's a really big deal because quantum computing can really accelerate the development of AI. We could be looking at like way faster drug discovery and, super sophisticated financial modeling and even advancements in material science, all that.
Wow. Okay, so that's research. What about this robust infrastructure bit? That sounds kind of vague. What does that even mean?
Well, it's all about making sure that innovators have the tools they need. Like we're talking high-powered computing, massive data pipelines, super fast cloud networks, all the stuff that lets you kind of push the boundaries of AI without your tech holding you back.
So it's like they're building like the ultimate AI playground.
Yeah.
But you need players. Right.
Right.
And that's, I guess that's when the skills development comes in.
Exactly. Yeah. They're completely changing education at every level.
Yeah.
They're adding AI into like school curriculums. They're creating new like university degrees. They even have training programs to upskill the workforce, the current workforce. It's all about making sure everyone has the opportunity to participate in this AI revolution.
That's really thinking ahead. So they're basically building this army of AI experts.
Right.
But it's not just London they're focusing on, right? This is nationwide.
Yeah, nationwide. They're aiming to empower, like every industry, every region, every citizen to embrace AI. It's all about making sure that everyone feels the benefits of this new tech, across the board.
I'm starting to see why they're calling it a revolution. Hold on, though. Hold on. All this talk about AI taking over the world, does that make you nervous at all? I mean, what about the ethics of it all?
Oh, yeah. That's a really good point. And that's something that the UK is addressing. They're addressing it head on. It's not just about AI dominance, It's also about doing it responsibly.
So they're not going full on evil robot overlords on us.
Hopefully not. No. They're pushing for what they call common sense standards. And that's things like, really robust data security and making sure that there's no algorithmic bias and creating like a multi-stakeholder approach to regulation. And that means it's not just the government, it's businesses and citizens too.
Okay, so they're thinking about the guardrails here, but I mean, what does that even look like? What does that look like in practice?
Well, one example is how much they're focusing on explainable AI. Basically, they want to make sure we understand how AI systems are making their decisions.
Explainable AI. Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me a little more.
Well, it's all about transparency. If we don't know, how AI is making decisions, we can't really trust it.
Right.
Right. So explainable AI is all about lifting the hood and showing us how these algorithms are thinking. It's about building trust.
That makes a lot of sense. So it's like they're building this powerful AI engine, but with a set of controls and like a transparent dashboard, so we can see what's going on under the hood. So what's next?
Well, the UK is not content with just doing all this themselves. They want to be global leaders, and they want to bring nations together to collaborate on AI. They want to set the standard for ethical development.
So it's not just about building an AI powerhouse, it's about building like an international AI alliance.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's It's all about understanding that, AI it's global, and we can do so much more if we work together. So we're talking things like joint research projects, sharing data, maybe even like academic exchange programs.
Hold on, this is getting really ambitious. But I gotta ask, why is the UK so gung ho about AI in the first place? What's driving all this?
Well, for one thing, they see AI as the key to their future economic competitiveness. But it's bigger than that. They believe that AI can be this force for good in the world. It can address challenges, like in healthcare and finance and agriculture, and even global issues like climate change.
Okay, wow, that's a lot to unpack. Let's start with healthcare. How is AI making a difference in that field right now?
Well, just imagine a world where AI can provide diagnoses even in the most remote clinics. Everyone has access to specialized medical expertise. No more waiting lists. No more traveling for miles just to see a doctor.
Okay, so no more waiting like 6 months for a specialist
Yes,
appointment.
exactly. Yeah.
Sign me up.
And it's not just about access. AI is also being used to make diagnoses more accurate, faster, and also personalized treatment plans, and even assist with surgeries.
So we're talking about AI working, like side by side with doctors and nurses, making healthcare more efficient, more effective.
Yeah, that's the idea. And the UK's national AI strategy is, it's really laying the groundwork for all of this. They're investing in research, infrastructure, skills, everything in the healthcare sector.
Okay. Yeah, I can definitely see how AI could be a total game changer in healthcare. But what about finance? This article mentions something about something called algorithmic trading. That sounds kind of intimidating.
Yeah, well, algorithmic trading is basically just using computer programs,
Hmm.
but really sophisticated computer programs, to analyze market data and make trades super, super fast,
Yeah.
like lightning speed,
So it's like having like a supercomputer managing your investments.
pretty much.
That sounds kind of risky.
Well, it can be.
Yeah.
But it can also be really efficient and get better returns for investors. But of course, there are risks, which is why this whole UK emphasis on ethical AI and responsible development, it's really important.
Right. So they're trying to make sure that this new AI finance world doesn't turn into like a Wall Street nightmare.
Exactly.
Okay, but let's move on from finance. Something a little less stressful. What about agriculture? I think the article mentioned like farm-ready drones. Are we talking about like robot farmers taking over?
Not quite robot farmers, but AI it's definitely changing things in agriculture. They're using drones with cameras and sensors to collect all this data about crops and soil conditions and even pest infestations.
So it's like a high-tech scarecrow with a PhD in plant science.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, wow.
It can really help farmers make better decisions about how to manage their crops. They can increase yields. They can use less water, less pesticide. Overall, it leads to more sustainable farming practices.
It's amazing how AI is being used in so many different fields.
Yeah, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. This is just the beginning. We're still in the early stages of AI, and the possibilities, they just seem endless.
Okay, my mind is officially blown. But before we get carried away with all this AI hype, let's take a step back. What does all of this mean for us, for humanity? Where does this AI revolution lead us?
That's the million-dollar question. That's exactly what we'll be talking about, for the rest of our deep dive.
Okay.
So stay tuned. Yeah, the future of AI. Big question, no doubt. It's like
Yeah.
we're staring into this galaxy, this swirling galaxy of possibilities. Some are exciting, and some are maybe a little scary.
Okay, I'm getting slight existential crisis vibes here. Can we bring back down to earth for a second? Like, are other countries freaking out about this UK AI surge?
Freaking out might be a little strong, but a lot of countries, yeah, they're definitely taking notice.
Yeah.
They see the potential. It could really shake things up economically and geopolitically. So yeah, I'd say the global AI race is it's heating up.
So it's a race to build the best AI, but didn't the UK say they wanted to do this ethically and with global collaboration? Aren't those kind of contradictory goals?
It's yeah, it's a tricky balance for sure. They want to be leading the pack. They want to be at the forefront of AI innovation, but they also want to make sure that it's used responsibly,
Yeah.
for everyone's benefit, not just a select few.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. But let's play devil's advocate here for a minute. What if this whole ethical AI thing, what if it's just, a PR stunt? Are they really putting their money where their mouth is? Or is it just talk?
Well, it's a fair question. Actions speak louder than words, right? But I think the UK is, they're taking concrete steps here. Like they're investing a lot in research to deal with this algorithmic bias problem. It's a huge concern in AI right now.
Algorithmic bias. Remind me what that is again.
So basically, algorithmic bias is when, it's when AI systems, they kind of unintentionally perpetuate like existing societal biases, because of the data that they were trained on. Like imagine like a hiring algorithm that it favors men over women for certain jobs, just because it's reflecting these historical hiring patterns.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see. So they're trying to make sure that that AI doesn't just make the inequalities we already have even worse.
Right.
Okay, good. That's a relief. But what about jobs? I mean, everyone's worried about robots taking over, taking all the jobs and leaving us all unemployed.
Yeah. The impact of AI on jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a valid concern for sure. Some jobs, yeah, they'll probably be automated, but that also means new jobs will be created. The key is to adapt. We need to focus on developing skills that complement AI, that work with AI instead of trying to compete with it.
So instead of fearing the robots, we should be figuring out how to work with them.
Exactly.
But what kind of skills are we talking about here? Should I be learning to code like right now?
Well, coding, yeah, it's definitely valuable, but it's not it's not the only answer. Things like critical thinking and problem solving, creativity, emotional intelligence, those will all be super valuable in an AI powered world.
So it's not just about being tech savvy. It's about being human savvy.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good way to put it. The future, yeah, the future belongs to those who can use AI, but who can also bring their own uniquely human skills to the table.
I like the sound of that. But this brings us back to the bigger question, doesn't it? I mean, if the UK pulls this off, if they actually become an AI superpower, what will the world actually paint me a picture here? This AI powered future.
Okay, so imagine a world where everyone has access to personalized healthcare, no matter where they live, no matter how much money they make. Cities are smarter, they're more sustainable. AI is managing traffic. It's optimizing energy consumption, and then education.
Yeah.
Education is tailored to each student's individual needs.
Okay, that sounds pretty utopian. But what about the potential downsides? What are the risks? The risks we need to watch out for as AI becomes more and more part of our lives.
Oh yeah, there are definitely risks. Like for example, there's the potential for AI to be used for like bad things. Like imagine autonomous weapon systems.
Whoa. Killer robots. Now we're getting into like sci-fi territory.
Yeah, I mean it's a real concern though. We need international agreements and regulations to deal with that. And then there's also the risk of a few big tech companies controlling all the AI.
So it's not just about the technology itself. It's about who's controlling it, how they're using it.
Exactly. Yeah. We need to make sure that AI is developed and used, ethically, fairly, and that it benefits all of humanity.
Okay. So there's a lot to think about here. But let's come back to the UK for a minute.
Yeah.
If they actually pull this off, what does it actually mean to be like a global AI superpower? What kind of influence would they have?
Well, there'd be major players. They'd have a lot of influence on the future of AI, setting standards, influencing global policy. They'd attract all the best talent, all the investment. They could become like the go-to hub for everything AI, research, development, innovation, all of it.
So like Silicon Valley, but for AI.
Exactly.
Okay, that's a pretty big deal. But what about the rest of us? How would all this affect our everyday lives?
It's hard to say for sure, exactly what the impact would be, but AI will probably touch pretty much uh, every aspect of our lives: how we work, how we communicate, how we shop, how we consume entertainment, all of it.
I mean, I'm already seeing AI, creeping into my life. It's like my phone. My phone knows me better than I know myself. But this brings me back to something we talked about earlier: algorithmic bias.
Yeah.
How can we make sure that AI doesn't just, reinforce the inequalities we already have, or even create new ones?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest challenges we face. We need, a multi-pronged approach. We need more inclusive data sets. We need, algorithms that are transparent, accountable, and we need regulations that actually protect against discrimination.
So it sounds like we need a whole new rule book for this AI powered world.
Yeah, we do, and the UK, they're actually they're playing a big part in developing those rules, both in the UK and internationally. They're working with other countries to create ethical guidelines for how we develop and use AI.
So it's not just about building the best AI. It's about building the best framework for AI.
Exactly, it's about creating a future where AI benefits everyone.
Okay. That's a vision I can definitely get behind. But I have to admit, I'm still a little apprehensive about this whole AI revolution. It
Right.
feels like we're on the edge of something huge here, and I'm not sure if I should be excited or terrified.
I think a little bit of both is probably appropriate. AI has the potential to be amazing, really transformative, but there are risks that come along with that, and we need to be aware of them.
So proceed with caution, but also with a sense of wonder and possibility.
Exactly. The future isn't it's not set in stone. We can shape it.
Hmm. That's a powerful thought, and that brings us to the final question, and probably the most important one. What can we do? What can we do as individuals to prepare for this AI powered future? What can we do to make sure that AI is used for good, that everyone benefits?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in the final part of our deep dive.
Okay.
So stay tuned.
Okay, so we're back, and we're ready to tackle the big question, right? What can we actually do to get ready for this AI powered future? It all sounds kind of overwhelming, if I'm honest.
I get that. I mean, it's natural to feel a little overwhelmed, right?
Hmm.
Big changes can be they can be scary, but remember, AI is it's just a tool, like any other tool.
Yeah.
It all depends on how we use it.
So it's not about surrendering to the robots. It's about figuring out how to use this AI power responsibly.
Exactly. Yeah, and that all starts with understanding AI. Like what it can do, what it can't do, what are the benefits, what are the limitations. The more we know, the better we'll be able to make good choices about AI in the future.
Okay, that makes sense. Knowledge is power, right? But I mean, where do we even start? It feels like AI is changing so fast. It's hard to keep up.
Yeah, it's true. It is moving fast,
Yeah.
and that's why it's more important than ever to keep learning. Never stop learning. Stay curious. Keep exploring. And don't be afraid to jump into new things, even if they seem a little intimidating at first.
So don't panic and bury my head in the sand.
No, definitely not. This is a challenge. So embrace it. Be adaptable, and focus on developing those skills that are uniquely human, the skills that are hard to automate.
You keep mentioning these uniquely human skills. What are some examples?
Well, think about things like critical thinking, right? Creativity, complex problem solving, and also emotional intelligence, the ability to connect with people, to build relationships, to collaborate. These are all going to be in high demand, as AI takes over more of the routine tasks.
So again, it's not just about being tech savvy. It's about being human savvy.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's get practical here for a second. What are some actual things that people can do like right now to prepare for this AI-powered future?
Well, first, I'd say take some time to, to think about what you're good at. What are your strengths? What are what are you passionate about? And then think about how you can, how you can use those things in a world that's powered by AI.
So if I'm, like a writer, I shouldn't be worried about a robot taking my job.
Not necessarily. AI can be, can be a great tool for writers. It can help with, research, with editing. It can even help with generating ideas.
Yeah.
But the heart of storytelling, the human element, that's where your real value lies.
That's good to hear. What about people who are maybe not as creative,
Oh, well, there are lots of opportunities out there in, fields like data science. AI ethics, even AI training. We need people to train these systems, and these are all areas where where human expertise is it's essential to make sure AI is used responsibly, effectively. We need humans in the loop.
So there's a place for everyone in this AI future.
Yeah, absolutely. The key is to be proactive, to be adaptable, and always be willing to learn new things.
Okay, that's a good message. I think everyone needs to hear that. But let's be real here for a minute. Not everyone is going to be thrilled about this whole AI revolution. Some people are going to be understandably worried about the potential downsides. Right? What would you say to to those people who are feeling anxious or even scared about this whole this rise of AI?
Well, I'd say their concerns are valid. AI is powerful, right? And like any powerful technology, it can be can be used for good or for bad. So it's up to all of us to to make sure that AI is developed and used in a way that benefits humanity.
So it's not just about the tech itself. It's about the choices that we make, the values that we prioritize.
Exactly. We need to be having these these open and honest conversations about AI and ethics.
Mm-hmm.
About the risks, about the safeguards that we need to put in place.
And that sounds like a conversation that everyone needs to be a part of, right? Not just the the tech experts, the policymakers.
Absolutely, the future of AI is too important to be left to to just a few people to decide. This is something we need to figure out together as a as a society.
Well said. And that's a perfect place to wrap things up, I think. So, as we come to the end of our deep dive into the UK's AI revolution, I'm feeling cautiously optimistic. I guess there are challenges ahead, definitely, but also some incredible opportunities.
I agree. Yeah, the future of AI is it's not written yet. It's up to us to write it.
So to all our listeners out there, stay informed, stay engaged, and don't be afraid to ask the tough questions, to demand answers. The future of AI, it's in our hands. Let's make it a good one.